Welcome to all of you. We're approaching the solar eclipse in Cancer, where we are gonna witness somewhere in Nepal and in India and in China the solar eclipse, which the moon will move in front of the sun and create a ring of fire. This ring of fire is happening also on an equinox, which means we have equal day and equal night on the 21st of June, which brings me perfectly to the Chariot, which is the Cancer card, the major arcana Cancer card, right? When we look into this card, this major arcana meaning a big message or a higher self message, and we can see that this is a celestial moment in time and space, perfectly for the mission that we are now entering. Now, as you can see, there is a portal, a celestial portal opening, and the curtain behind there with all the stars and him wearing the crown where the seventh chakra is shining, very focused, right? Now this man or this warrior is very focused because he has to manage with his mind the black and the white, the yin and the yang, the inhale and the exhale. He has to be very focused, very centered. And in some other decks, we have horses now showing the chariot pose, and also here no reins, no connection from the chariot to the horses or to the Sphinx, just the mind, just the focus of your higher self guiding you, celestially guiding you, stepping away from the hustle and bustle of the city, of too many people around you, getting out in nature, being connected to a higher purpose, which is shown here as the center of the sun with the wings, right? Having a vision or a mission greater than yourself to focus on. And then here the red symbol, which is lingam and yoni. For those who don't know what a lingam is, it's your penis, and a yoni is your vagina. It's the Sanskrit word, right, that we use in Tantra. This union that we're building to create the center, to create the higher consciousness that is now coming towards us, right? Then here the belt across his waist, showing all the symbols of all the zodiac signs, right? And this is what's happening. Also, one last, these two half moons on his shoulders, waning and waxing moon, right? The square in the center of his chest. Here he has power over the four elements, and then space behind him, the fifth element, the higher consciousness, right? This is what here is coming towards us next Sunday. And I'd like to show this card because it really brings us, right, the number 7 to the crown chakra, brings us to this higher consciousness. Now, as you saw, we have horses here in this deck, right, of the Light Seer Tarot deck that I'm using, because it's a little bit more modern, right? Some people don't know what to do with this. It's kind of like, all right, here they kind of feel more familiar with it, right? But I want you to see both. Now, what's really interesting is that from the Atlantean cards we got technology picked for this week, for this celestial moment in time, right? And it shows that we master through technology, through the crystals, we master the communication, we master the connection to communicate, to interact, right? The Age of Aquarius is coming now and replacing the Age of Pisces. And the Age of Pisces was more of a raw, masculine energy, and the Age of Aquarius will bring a divine masculine energy, and we all have to help the masculine energy, right? We women particularly, we have to help these men to shift into this new awareness. It's not going to be easy for them because they're not as in tune with their intuition, right? They're acting more out of an instinct, and they're learning now to listen to a higher purpose, a higher message, which we can see when we look at Nelson Mandela and Gandhi, which was in the video of where I show the Ashvasanchalanasana, the pose of the high lounge, right, which we use sometimes in yoga as a transition pose, right? From here I can step forward. I have to put the technology behind because it's a little windy today and I don't want the card to flip, right? So here again I painted basically the two waning and waxing moon, and here the stars, the constellation of a Cancer, and then here the wings where we're standing on when we do this position, finding a higher cause to step into this awareness, finding a mission, a vision that's greater than ourselves, will give us the wings with the sun as the center, and again the lingam and the yoni as that union. And behind here I have Manhattan, because I lived 17 years in Manhattan, and 17 years is a long time. That's where I started to get into yoga and mysticism, and really learned a lot about the spiritual path, the individual spiritual path that we can take, right? So this is the pose, Ashva Sanchalan Asana, right? So Ashva is a horse in Sanskrit, and we also, when we step into this position, watch my other video where I explain the pose a little more clear in my yoga studio, right, in my yoga room, where when we step into it, it's like a step forward, but we need to focus clearly with our third eye into this new awareness. And then sometimes we step back, right? We have to take a step back to see more clearly, where do I want to go, right? When I step only forward, it's like it's constantly in my face, it's the future. But sometimes I also need to step back, because there is this raw masculine energy that might actually go a little too far in his energy. So he needs to step back and see, wow, I actually went a little too far. I maybe have to apologize, right? And this is what's coming upon us, the awareness to realize when we have not connected to our higher self, when we come from the ego consciousness, when we come from the I that wants to be right, that wants to be the warrior, that just fights for the sake of fighting. And we know the samurais, right? They are very powerful individuals, but they only fight when there is a necessary stepping in to defend the defendless, right? Defend the people that are helpless, that need help. And this is what the Black Lives Matter movement is all about, right? Where we stepping in to give power to the voice of those who have been suppressed, as Nelson Mandela did to fight the apartheid, right? He was 27 years in prison. 27 years. He was fighting, and then became president of Africa, South Africa, or Africa, right? He became the president in the end after 27 years, the number 9 completion. He did 3 times the number 9 into the power chakra, into the solar plexus. And the solar plexus, the soul, the sun is the center of our galaxy. And the center of our galaxy is shooting 70,000 miles an hour through the universe, where all the planets are spiraling around. And we're shooting like we don't even feel it. It's so fast. It's like, it's unimaginable how fast it is, right? Just sit in an airplane, look down and see how fast it goes. Then you look down on the floor, but when you look out, it's like you don't even move. So this solar energy, right, this focus on the center, on this inner third eye consciousness, right, the sun, gives us the power to be this warrior, the warrior that steps in to not only fight for the black lives or the white lives, but to bring them together into union, because we all come from one ancestor. Only the skin has adapted, right? The melatonin has made that we get brown. Our skin protects itself from the sun. So this next Sunday, the 21st of June, we have this tremendous portal, this ring of fire where the moon moves, and I think only moon can move in front of the sun and cover the sun. There's no other planet who can do that. And literally take the light away for a few minutes and make this a clear moment of, here we are as one, all for one and one for all. This is the message for the 21st of June, right? Now, we are going a little bit through a stressful time, and to help you with this, there is an herb, the Indian ginseng, which is called ashwagandha. And ashwa again, the scent of the horse, if you take 500 milligram a day, right, is enough to help you to adapt to stress, right? Stress, that, or anxiety, or even depression, right? This is all symptoms that we're going through right now in this time of great global shift, of great global constrictions, right, through this virus also that we are facing. So if you can, right, order ashwagandha, take 500 milligram per day, and you will, within a week, 2 weeks, you will already find the change within your awareness, right, helping you to cope with this new energy that wants to come in, with this new message, with this new awareness, right, with becoming the mission, becoming the messenger, becoming the Messiah, becoming the one that steps in and is not afraid of anything, like the warrior, right? This is a warrior, simply warrior 1 and warrior 2, warrior 3, 4 and 5. We'll do a video where I show all the warriors through the Ashwasanchalanasana, the high lounge. From the high lounge, either stepping back or stepping forward into these positions, right? So you can understand that there's a peaceful warrior, right? There's a humble warrior, there's a flying warrior. Good. So starting the readings now, so this is the message for all of you, and after that your individual reading will come to help you to see what it is that you need to bring into this world, right? What is your message? What is your part? What is your vision? And live it, right? Become like a messenger, become an inspiration to the people around you, to the community that you are part of, right? And that's really what we are looking forward to now for this coming Sunday on the 21st of June. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Aries. So this is your reading for the 21st of June. We have a solar eclipse, new moon in Cancer, and an equinox. And as you remember, right, straightforward, third eye, I have these two amazing men now in my yoga room, and I'm going to shuffle two decks together, so it's a big package. I'm using the Good Seer Tarot and the Mystical Shaman together. And let's see what message, what kind of vision you're getting for this Ring of Fire eclipse, right? Very powerful day, very big portal. And I'm gonna take a picture and blend it in. So while I'm doing the reading, you can see the cards. Okay. Still trying to figure out how's the best way. Alright, so they come in, jumped out. I'm taking 9 cards. And out of those 9 cards, then a 10th card. And that's it. Alright. Good. So let's see, what do these cards want to inspire you, right? This is how I kind of see this. It's more like an inspiration. It's not like something where, you know, it's written in stone, or it's written like it's, but I feel like they help us, right? They help us, for me at least, and I have really done many readings where I was really amazed how accurate actually these cards are. Good, so let's start. So I'm blending in the picture. So here you have many paths. This is the card for the overall deck. And many paths means exactly that. It's the number 7, and the Chariot can go many paths. This warrior, there's many different kinds of warriors. And it's leading you to wind. This is the next card. And it's funny because when you are on a chariot, you feel the wind blowing. So whatever path you're taking, all of them are right. And all of them are going to give you the momentum of the wind. And the wind carries thoughts, ideas, consciousness. And it's the number 63, right? And 63 is the second last card, and the 64 is the witness. So it gives your Aries mind the spark, this fire, wind for thought. Because after that, you have the call, the number 20, which is judgment or forgiveness, right? So sometimes forgiveness I like better, because forgiveness is helping us to see that we make choices, we may take a path, and it might not be the right path. So we have to forgive ourselves that we haven't taken the right path. And wind, or higher consciousness, right, where all the thoughts are carried to us so we can get these thoughts, are helping us. And then comes the 8 of Earth. And the 8 of Earth is like you have worked enough to know your craft, you know what you're worth. So here you know that you have done your work. And now you can play in an orchestra and become part of a greater cause, right? The mission or the vision that's there for a greater cause, greater than you. And then in the second row, we have the Ace of Water. So pure love will be coming to us. And I love that this artist was choosing the seahorse, because the seahorse, this is really powerful, because we have, through the Age of Pisces, we have the raw masculine energy, and with the Age of Aquarius, we have now the divine masculine energy. And guess what? The divine masculine energy holds the babies. He's the one that carries out, right? And so in the center of your deck, you have the full moon. So there are things coming out to the light, but it's not a full moon, it's a new moon. And the new moon, covered by earth, right? So it doesn't get the sunlight, is moving in front of the sun. So the feminine is moving in front of the masculine, saying, stop, enough. So you will feel this portal very clearly, this ring of fire. Because after that you have the 6 of fire, 6 of wands, it's victory. Something is going to really come to you. Something is going to be working itself out here. Because after that, you have love and the 3 of water. Right? So love is Gemini. And this is the 2 pillars. This is the 2 dualities, the beast, the beauty and the beast, coming together into this oneness to bring in the love. And of course, then the 3 of water is that celebration of this new birthing. Birthing is new love, right? Three of Water is the Three of Cups. We celebrate. Because all of this is karma for you. It's your karmic duty to be part of this movement. What you send out, you will get back. And it's at the end of the reading. That means this is now we, start again, or we take another path. And there's many paths. Infinite. And now we have paths that we take in the Age of Aquarius. Not to compare with the Age of Pisces or the Age of Aries, which was the Ram, which was very much marked by the by the Bible, right? Hebrew tradition, religion. And then came Jesus, the man of the fisherman, Age of Pisces. And now we get into the Age of Aquarius, the water bearer. A man who's carrying a water bearer, right? So what does that tell us? It's the man now who have to carry the babies, have to take care of this planet. Otherwise, all what you're fighting for will not be left. There's nothing to fight for anymore when it's gone. And you will be rewarded. There will be like a great love coming to you, right? So this portal on the moon, right? On this new moon will quite reveal beautiful things to you, really knowing also that there is this forgiveness, this guardian angel looking all over your path. I usually do clarifying the more negative cards, but I feel like you don't really have any negative cards. I mean, maybe we can look at the call. What do you have to forgive? What is it that Aries has to forgive? What is this guardian angel calling out? Give me one card. All right, I got two. But I take them because you have to forgive yourself. King of Wands is Leo, sorry. It's not you. So you have to forgive this very competitive masculine energy that's inside of you. And celebrate, because you have the Three of Cups, and again you have the Three of Cups as a confirmation, right? This love that is coming, this self-love will bring love on a greater level, right? So when you see these together, you can see that this masculine energy, this strong fire energy has to forgive itself so it can forgive the female. And the pearl of wisdom, right? Where we can see here the pearls of wisdom. We have one at the feet, one in her hand, and one above her head. This union, body, mind, and spirit. This union, this celebration of self. That's where we have to come to, right? This is the wake-up call to forgive. Wow, beautiful message, Aries. So I wish you a beautiful meditation on this day of a ring of fire, right? You're gonna feel it. And you're going to get your message, and remember, it's karma. Everything comes back. Whatever you send out, you get back. Holding the light. Being strong. Celebrate. Thank you for watching. Namaste.